going on, guys? I'm back. My apologies for being away, but had an unexpected situation thrown at me that temporarily derailed me from YouTube, but I'm back to making content for Apex Mobile. Anyways, you guys aren't here to listen to all that boring stuff. What you guys want to know is all the latest news and updates for Season 2.5 on Apex Mobile, so let's get into it. Just going to post a quick screen grab of what I'm going to discuss in this video, so if you want to skip over to that, you're welcome to do so, but here it all is. And yep, let's get into the first point. So it's no surprise that the new legend will be Crypto. Crypto was heavily leaked, and he is a recon legend who has a passive ability of detecting enemies and traps with his drone within a 30-meter range. His tactical ability will allow him to whip out his drone, fly around and scan for enemies, open doors, open pillboxes, and be able to safely pick up death boxes of your fallen teammates, and much more. His ultimate ability will allow for him to activate an EMP blast, which will cover a fairly big area and immediately destroy 50 shields of your enemies, which is 2 segments of the shields, and slow enemies down caught in that blast area. Now, Crypto has received a mobile exclusive adjustment, which will probably upset a lot of core players of Apex. But now Crypto's drone will automatically follow him and track nearby enemies for certain periods of time. Not sure how long the uptime is and what the cooldown is and how it will work. We'll have to wait until the character actually comes out. But that's a completely useful and extreme buff to the actual drone itself, because now you don't have to get it out manually yourself, leaving your actual legend Crypto vulnerable to attack. Because when you're on your drone, you can't actually move your character and you're just vulnerable if they do find you. So I think it's safe to say that Crypto is looking like a fun and useful legend to use, especially with the ability of whipping out his drone and scanning for enemies in close proximity or just in a nearby vicinity so that you can't get snuck up on. And then you've got the ultimate ability as well, which gives you the ultimate advantage in terms of being able to completely evaporate the enemy's health by 50, well, their shields should I say, and being able to slow them down so they're just, you know, easy pickings if you like. But yeah, let's see how he plays out in the actual game in a few days time. Next we have the ranked update. So with the release of Hyperbeat, Apex are introducing a new rank split as well as adding in additional ranked rewards. Unlike last season where we only saw one rank season, this time they have given us 2 rank seasons which start and end effectively when the battle passes start and end. We will be getting new rewards for the rank reset to try and get, but whether these rewards will be worth it, we'll have to wait and see, as most of the free rewards we've gotten thus far have been absolute shit. And the things that are actually good, you have to spend ridiculous amounts of money to get, which kind of sours the taste when getting that cosmetic. Now, I'm not going to delete what I just previously said, but upon making this video, I just received an image of a possible rank rewards. We'll have to obviously wait and find out, but it is the Wingman skin, the R301 skin, and the Gibraltar skin. Hopefully there's more rewards, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So not too much to discuss here, but on the screen right now you'll see the new battle pass. The skins for the new legends will be for Lifeline, Mirage, and Pathfinder. Have to wait and see the Mirage and Pathfinder skin, but the Lifeline skin looks pretty sick actually. She did get an Eternal skin, but that skin does look really good for all you Lifeline mains out there as well. Next we have some pretty big news, and I think EA have finally listened somewhat. I use that term very loosely. It's more like they've seen people spending less and less on their overpriced Eternal crates, because people have seen how ridiculously shitty the chances are on getting a legendary Eternal skin are. So what have they done? They have increased the drop rates, which is some good news for the Eternal skins. So right now there is a 0.07% chance on getting an Eternal skin. With this update, each time you pull for a skin and you don't get it, the percentage chance will increase for your next pull until the cap number is reached. I'm waiting to see how big the percentage increases with each unsuccessful pull and what the cap percentage is before making any judgment. However, the greed is always there with EA. With this positive adjustment, they have in fact reduced the number of legends who will receive an Eternal skin by 50%. Before it was 4, now only 2 legends will receive a Eternal skin. So effectively what they've done is increase the drop rate, but reduce the absolute number of drops by half. This seems extremely shitty, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm only going off the image provided to me by Leakers on Duty. Fade and Loba will be getting the Eternal skins. Both obviously look sick, but I'm a Fade main and even I'm annoyed that he is getting a third Eternal skin in a row. Share the love to the other Legends respawn. There will be a new point of interest on Kings Canyon, which is Rhapsody's town takeover over at Airbase. This is the first one of many to come in the future, so keep an eye out for that. That's just a quick mention there as well. Next on to the patch notes. So firstly, they've optimized the volume of Rhapsody's tactical and ultimate abilities to reduce interference of squad mates. Yes, when you had a Rhapsody on your team, they use their abilities. The sound was quite overpowering, you couldn't hear enemies, rather frustrating, but they have addressed that. That's good. Fixed an issue with Rhapsody's Legends selections. Voiceover would not play properly, apparently that was an issue, that's been fixed. Fixed an issue where Gibraltar's Dome Shield would persist if affected by Fade's ultimate ability. Yep, Gibraltar's Dome would stay even after the cooldown had ended and so forth, so that's been addressed. That's good to see. Fixed an issue where Loba's Black Market would not be destroyed by airdrop supply bins or replicated drops. Okay, that's cool. Fixed an issue where Loba's Black Market would leave residual VFX after disappearing. Yes, you could still hear her Black Market even once it's destroyed. And hack mode adjustments to the ADS beam color has been changed from blue to red. Okay. Optimize minor zipline interactions. This can be quite irritating sometimes when you're interacting with zip lines, it doesn't do what you want it to do, or you don't get onto the zip line. Hopefully that's been addressed as well, so that's good to see. Optimized terrain collision, including climbing actions and other movements on box shaped terrain. That's good to see. Fixed several forbidden zone issues on Kings Canyon. Yes, people could get to some forbidden zones and they couldn't be shot, so they could get easy placement points. That's good to see that they've addressed that. Fixed several areas with unclimbable terrain on Kings Canyon. That's good to see as well. Fixed several areas of the map causing movement issues that cause players to become stuck. Yes, I've experienced that 3 or 4 times in rank, and I was a sitting duck. I could only jump up and down, couldn't do anything else, and yes, rather frustrating. My team have died from being stuck as well, so hopefully that has been addressed. There's probably more areas out there that you can still get stuck on, but they've probably fixed the ones that have only been reported, so yeah, keep an eye on that. Fixed an issue that enabled Loba to access out of bounds areas with her bracelet. Yes, she could jump into walls and boulders and so forth, and she would be, she could shoot you, you couldn't shoot her. Yeah, game breaking. Don't have to say any more than that, but yeah, that's been fixed hopefully. Fixed some out of bounds areas that players were able to access. It's good to see that they've addressed that as well. Anti-cheat improvements. So towards the beginning of the season, there are a lot of cheaters. The cheaters right now are not as rampant because the game is kind of dead. Sorry to say, no offense to the Apex lovers. I'm an Apex lover, so it hurts me to say that as well. But yeah, the game's kind of dead at the moment, so towards the beginning of the season it starts to pick up again. Hopefully the anti-cheat system has seen big improvements. We don't want to see that, especially when you get caught, when you face a cheater and he kills you instantly and yeah, you lose 100 points or whatever. Really frustrating. Improved emulator bypass detection. So yes, emulator users won't be able to play against us mobile users. Optimize the in-game messaging violation detection algorithm. So a lot of bad words have been slipping through the radar in their detection system. Not so cool to see in the chat, so that's been addressed. Also, they've added a sanction strategy for teaming behaviors with cheaters. Now, for those of you that don't know what teaming is, it's when 2 teams team up together because they've got friends on either side. It tends to happen on higher ranks in Predator, because on Predator ranks you tend to meet your friends a lot more often than not. But they say, okay, we don't want each other to lose points just yet. We're going to team together, kill the whole lobby, and then fight it out to the last circle. It's a bannable offense on console, so it's good to see that's been addressed on mobile as well. They've also fixed some issues with special characters being not visible, and many other fixes and improvements as well, so that's good to see. And that is the end of the video. I will be doing the major leaks and news video as a series, and we'll be releasing that every other Friday, so the next one will be out on the 2nd of September. This way I can give you guys chunks of leaks as opposed to scraps. But if you did enjoy the video so far and you did find it informative, please consider leaving a like, subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. Until then, peace.